Oh no, it's Foxborn. Foxborn, thank you for 74 months. I don't know how I am. I had a weird day. 100 huge months. Felix, thank you for 100 months.
I'm gonna be so beefy.
DK, thank you for 63 months. California spiny lobster, a type of spine. Spy, thank you for 119 months. Almost there. I don't even know. I don't know how to describe it, Legend. In terms of good or bad. I don't know. Probably bad, right? Everything's bad. Um, I think I'm experiencing some sort of like a total ideological collapse. I hate computers, yeah. Kinda, sorta. I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of drifting in this weird direction now. It's just something that, like, I can't really describe, and I'm not really sure how exactly it is that I feel.
The captain's dog, Thunder Cave Jaguar Sasquatch. The fuck?
Elusive, thank you for 135 months. I don't know. I mean, it's... There was just some stuff that I came across today that just made me feel kind of different about everything. But in a, I mean, it's all with me. It's always going to be more like it's always leftward. But I guess like it's kind of like I had like a really sharp perspective shift where I've been aware of like we exist in the system is problem, blah 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 blah. But I didn't really have a strong sort of external to the system perspective, and it just sort of hit me pretty powerfully. I think I just heard the right things or something, and I just sort of kind of like made my stomach drop type of thing. It was kind of a mixture of like I've been sort of already struggling with slowly recognizing how far out I've drifted away from the way people think about things in the sort of the collective, the normie view of things, even if they are more left of center. And just that I wasn't really recognizing how large that gap actually is, and also kind of beginning to recognize that there's a sort of fundamental thing like psychologically that we are it's like too terrifying to face, and so we don't, and it's sort of it's like almost impossible to overcome it. It's almost impossible to actually directly deal with it, which is essentially like you kind of see it expressed in these, like if you see like threads of conversation and you come across people kind of lamenting like why doesn't nobody do anything, and then someone will be like, well, go out and do it then, go do whatever the thing, and then there's always like this fizzle out, and I sort of realized that like that is the thing. That's the thing that I would say we don't really realize, but almost, or I don't know. It's just like it's not talked about that much, but I think it affects essentially everybody. It's not so much just be the change, but it's sort of a recognition of the fact that it seems like if you really try to zoom far out, really really far out, we have, I think also recent events with Abrego Garcia and the one senator, I forgot his name already because I'm an asshole, but him going down there himself to like see the guy. Not, it can't be Van Halen. Don't tell me it's Van Halen. Um, I'm sorry. I'm like kind of struggling to find the words to express it in the way that kind of conveys why this caused my brain to collapse. But like, there's at all times, basically, borders aren't real. Most of our lives aren't real. They're just these sort of social constructions. We do things because we need to, yada yada, you know, but like everything is essentially kind of arbitrary. Um, just one thing stacked on top of another and top of another. And such that like we could collectively do essentially anything, but we don't for reasons that are obvious. So I'm not saying that the stuff that stops people from doing things doesn't matter or isn't important, but it's just this sort of invisible force that keeps us all in place all the time. And it doesn't seem to really matter the size of the group, except for maybe if you get down to like very small sizes, then it doesn't really apply. But um, it's not just that like just saying crap online isn't doing anything, but that almost nothing that you can do is effectual, because there's always like the whole thing is a sort of like a big pulled punch, because you can't sort of escape that. No one can really escape it. I don't think I'm expressing it very well. No, I've never read David Graeber. Although whatever triggered this in me, maybe if this is sounding like something familiar, maybe it was like something someone else has read and then I absorbed some of their thoughts or something like that. It's not it's not corruption that I'm really referring to. I'm just saying like there's so many people that feel so passionately about a thing, but no one really does anything about the thing. Collectively they could. Collectively they have the combined power to definitely do, to amend whatever the wrong is. Yeah, essentially Zen. I mean, this is, I'm not saying I've invented a thought here. This is absolutely, I'm sure there's other people. I think it's more of like um, a lefty or left. I just found myself imagining various scenarios today, and I've spent a lot of time in despair recently, just thinking about all the various fires that are burning. And I was thinking that I just sort of took like the hypothetical of Abrego. I was thinking about the, you know, about how Van Halen went to visit him. But like, I just imagined like we could collectively just drop everything and all go. You know, everyone who cares. It's not. I'm saying it's not physically impossible to do such a thing. It is. It may be psychologically impossible. Not to mention, you know, this is just a hypothetical, so don't go crazy on me. But like, um, logistically, also very prohibitive for, you know, a million reasons. But you get what I'm saying, right? It's like it's not outside the realm of possibility to do things. Yeah. And when I started thinking about that, that started to mess with my mind. And I just was thinking, I think about this stuff because I'm infuriated about these things that I have no power over, no power to affect, nothing stronger than like talking about it here or posting about it, which all of which feels extremely ineffectual to pointlessness. But I just I can't stand the fact that people are being disappeared, and that, you know, nothing is really, feels like nothing's being done. I know things are being done, but it feels like nothing's being done. And I kind of know that I have to just live with that feeling because I don't have an answer. I don't have any power. So that's what I meant about kind of like having an ideological collapse of just, it drove me into a weird mind space of like, I don't know that I know anything anymore. I don't know. I just feel like shit. It's basically where I have to leave it, I guess. But I mean, it's a thing that I'm just living with, I guess. Well, I mean, it's unfortunately mixed with a lot of other stuff that I've been paying attention to. Um, you know, like the sort of power circles in um, the sort of elite group of the liberals is really, unfortunately, seemingly indistinguishable from like the Peter Thiel's, Curtis Yarvin's, J.D. Vance's. And if that's where all the money is on both sides of the U.S. sort of political spectrum, then that's really quite bad. I like Sanders and AOC, but I am of a mind of feeling like it's not far enough. It's good. I mean, I like seeing the rallies. I like seeing a lot of people out, but I do feel like that's still sort of in the vein of what I'm talking about in terms of like, it is not a, it's not motion per se on these things. It has positives. I'm not saying it's, there's no positives. You know, it inspires collective thought and so on and so forth. But it, at the same time, that's all it is at the moment. And it's, I don't know, it's not action. But this is not a strong criticism, so don't, again, don't flip out on me. But just, it's just not, it's not the answer. It's a positive thing, I guess. Some are to the left of them, but I don't know that that's I don't know if that's necessarily the majority of the people there. I don't know. I did hear about that though, yeah. And that is kind of the thing I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, I guess if the crowd was chanting that, then that's evidence that maybe the majority could be even further left than them. I don't know. Uh, it's there's many things that are in motion that make me feel like we really need desperately to move a lot faster in the collectivism direction. But that's worrying in and of itself because it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to move correctly. It doesn't mean that it's going to be good in and of itself, just being collectivist as well. Speed tends not to necessarily have correct results. Oh, also, I feel like it's a world problem. I just, just to clear that up, I don't think move to Canada is any sort of answer to anything. I think it's a world
Watching Beer's
problem.
hands. I don't know when the knife's going to come out.
What's up, Beerizium? What up, Dave? Ah, that's that's new. I don't know, Beer. If you must not have perhaps seen the lengthy discussion about you that occurred in the Discord today. Oh, you saw it. Okay. I was entertained. I didn't know there was a cone meetup, but also I just don't go outside, man. Also, no one told me, and therefore I wasn't invited. I do want to like follow up what I was saying with that. It's not like it's not a doomer perspective, or at least in my opinion. For myself, I'm speaking for myself. It's not like a doomerism or a nihilism or anything along those lines. It's just sort of me on my little journey, whatever it is, to somewhere. Just me, like, sort of, um, I don't know, exploring things in my way slowly, parsing the world that's becoming increasingly difficult to parse. Beer, I have so many servers that I do not look at, man. I have a whole folder of servers that I just, the only thing about that I really do with it is right click on it and click mark all as read. Yeah, definitely. Like there's a part of me that like I do get sort of incensed about things, and I end up wallowing in this sort of post-satire world where everything is kind of satire or immune to satire because it's so surreal and absurd. Like you can't even you can't say Orwellian anymore because it sounds like a joke. It doesn't. It just is. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's just like it's the blatant and obvious opposite of reality, and that's just what that's just become normalized. And then there's the difficulty of this sort of like faux left and right that I feel pretty strongly about, that there just isn't a left as far as actual official politics is concerned in the United States. But there's a shit ton of people who are liberals and they just don't see it that way. You can't hardly even talk about that because you will be beaten into dust for making a quote both sides argument. And that's all like a struggle to like come to grips with. Yeah, that's stuff that really that fucks with my head, pubs. That's kind of what I'm saying is like it's like because that article like kind of focused on Ezra Klein, right? Which that's who it was about essentially, and Ezra Klein is sort of like a I don't know, I guess a liberal thought leader, and because of the presence of that's why I said what I said, pubs, after I read the article of like it kept saying like center left, and I'm like, all of this is right wing libertarian madness. Everything described, but just because that guy is part of it, this is described as center left, and I feel like I want to and also like Ezra Klein, it was still sort of talking about like stuff like how they want to vaporize the homeless in California rather than just fucking house the homeless. You know, that's described as the left in this country, and it just makes me fucking nuts. They don't literally want to vaporize the homeless. That's just how I hyperbolize it. But like, it does infuriate me that we refuse to like treat the homeless as humans with rights. They have a circumstances problem. They don't have a humanity problem. And we're the richest country, or we were, or I don't know where we are, the fuck now, but we were the richest country on the planet, and we can eliminate our homeless problem in a humane and compassionate way. We just can. And over again, we make the wrong choice. And that's one microcosm in a fucking hurricane of shit daily that I'm really struggling to not feel like I'm losing my mind. We have evidence that this is doable. I mean, there are other countries that have done it. My mind goes to when that stupid shit occurred where and I think it was like a researcher or somebody who challenged Elon, like, well, tell me how much it will be, and I'll pay for it, but I won't have to because it's not true or just whatever. And then they did that, and of course he didn't. because he's a piece of shit and a liar. He's just a fucking liar. Tigger, thank you for 16 months. But we just can't do compassion because there's been too much foundation laid over the past 40, 50, 60 years to just like across the population, you know, there's you can't get people to think compassionately and collectively about others around them. Too many myths have been perpetuated about like welfare queens and fraud that's not happening and so on, except for it is happening, but it's happening at the wealth end of the spectrum, not at the poverty end of the spectrum, you know. There is fraud in, you know, Medicare or Medicaid or whatever, but it's like people like Rick Scott. It's the providers, it's the people who are grifting. It's not the people who are receiving. There isn't an army of guys sitting at home playing video games collecting fucking Medicare or whatever. It's just not a thing that exists. It's not real. It's easily disproven. And we move forward with that untruth every time. And we have done since the 70s, 60s, whenever. You know, just how do we, what is it, what needs to happen to get information into people's heads that is true and has been for decades? Why doesn't it get to people? I feel like it's easy to think yourself to the things that I have just said as well. I don't know. And that's how you kill a half an hour. Sorry, I didn't realize how much time was passing. Well, ironically, now they will not as efficiently or effectively actually catch what few there may be because they are dismantling and destroying the systems that were working that they don't understand, and they're going to replace them with systems that won't work and won't be reliable and will fail. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I have multiple deadlines looming, right? I have to get the punk down all the way down here. And then if I'm gonna do the race, I have to go all the way back here. And then if I'm gonna do the festival, I have to get it all the way back here, and I have very little time to do all these things. It's a challenge. Abandon the race, you think? Too much, probably? You're probably right. I probably need to abandon the race. But we can reevaluate that when we get the punk to the punk show or whatever it is that we're doing. I think that's what we're doing. We're rested, I have a ton of food. I have various supplies. I have a useless thermos. We're fully repaired, we're fully gassed. Alright, good night. Beerizium. Oh yeah, and we got the lucky cat. Forgot about the lucky cat. Skate kids. The hitchhikers are asleep. Ooh. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. These are abilities that are working for us. Look at that. I fucking hate all these people sipping their lattes, laughing at their friends' stupid stories about how they just bought a nice new carpet. Okay, dude. I know I'm no longer satisfied. That's true. No longer happy. That's true. Car crash? Oh shit. This is heavy. Oh boy, this is okay. There's a lot going on here. I wish I had the spray. The spray would be really good for the durability. Well, fuck. Oh, actually, this would be a good move right here, right? That's a 4. All at once. But, then how do I take out those 2 durability over there? I guess I have to pay the energy price to do it. I guess I just do that. That's probably the best way to go, because this is going to take care of all the threats. Am I stupid? Wrong alignment? Oh, it was gas. It was... yeah. I don't know what happened to my brain there. Sorry. That was stupid, huh? Now I can't even do this. Maybe I just get killed here. Yeah, I went brain dead or something there for a second. This isn't really much better. There's so many, man. There's so damn many. I haven't made my hitchhikers very useful, and I think that that's not good. costly, but I want to try to reduce the damn hits. Fuck off. Jesus. I guess I'm stupid? What is that, a random chance? I don't know what I did wrong there, folks. I guess I'm too stupid for this game. Didn't I do a bandage? Why didn't it remove 3 of the threats? It took my turn, but it didn't remove the threats. Like, if I do this... That time it did it. What the hell? What the hell happened? I'm doing a terrible job on this fight. I'm getting destroyed. I'm out of uses on that now. I don't have enough energy to use this now. So do I even have anything to deal with this? I should have just run, I guess. No, because it has the... Well, I guess it could, but... Yeah, whatever. Speed cameras now? I got so blasted by just that one fight. And I didn't have anything for this? Or I guess I could use this. What do I have in the trunk? Thing. I don't think I have anything that restores energy. Only hunger. I don't think there was anything. I guess there was like a lot of sodas. Oh, I have caffeine pills. Guess I'll use those. Well, that was an annoying journey. Glove box stuff? What about it? Good. They do not have coffee here. They don't have shit here. Not blind, right? I did want one of these. Gas though. Thrift store, gas station, shop. Oh yeah, for abilities. This hurts the car and makes us cold. Oh no. Oh, okay, we're fine. We're going where we need to go. This is a really pretty background. Insect swarm. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about this. Take it out? I think this is the only thing I have that can even do anything to it. This. Oh yeah, Star One, I guess I could have done. I don't know what's wrong with me. Introspection. Honestly, it wouldn't be that bad having a job this summer. I was pretty good at it, and they liked me. How can you think that? Why would you want to work now? Yeah, why not? Get nothing else planned, really. I don't know what they want me to pick. Fuck. Bun. Look around. You got the whole summer and so much to do. Ooh, forest, I like it. I want to make goats. Those are goats. Oh my god. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this. Oh, and I get my happy turn as well. Wow. Then I'll do this. Goat stare. This is still free. Let's do it. It's actually very good that we got rid of the hippie girl because the statuses were murder. Those were absolutely awful. Welcome, gas with no lead. I guess unleaded wasn't gonna fit. They got gas with no lead. Fool's Gold Thrift. What they got? A vintage camera grants you access to change camera filters in the options menu. Wow, it's expensive as shit. We have no money and still no tent. We do not have a tent. money, or not money, music. It reads mundane. This is a new one, too. I can technically afford it. I shouldn't have done this. Here we are. Is this music I can hear? That sounded like no. But I guess it must just be the two bands, and that's that, huh? Makes me sad. Oh, no, I can. Let's go. I guess maybe it's because I've been using it inside of a store or something, so I can play it at normal volume. Oh, fuck. I can't even afford coffee now. My books are not worth much. I guess I just gotta move on. We just gotta go. I can rest. I probably should for my abilities. Rather get murdered. I don't even know if I want to think about skills. There's so much now going on. Changes targets with current road type. I think I might try that one. Replace this one. That one, maybe. Ignore shields is pretty good. Costs durability, though. Oh, this is also wild. Zero energy for uses. Just having the 5 skill slots is tough. It seems pretty powerful. Yeah, the wheel is worthless. I like the skirt, so that's why I haven't sold it. But maybe I have to. Did I rest already or not? I don't think I did. Let's see, it's June the 17th. Calendar. So we have 4 days to get to the punk show. Or the punk club. We would have 3 days to get to the Great Race if I were still going to do that. If we don't do that, we have a week and 2 days to get to the festival. Yeah, I like the soundtrack as well. It's good. Okay, so in terms of routes, think, yeah, we want to get to Carlo, and then we want to get to Onberg, Farstown, and then Langford. That's the Strat. At the mountain base. Gas, garage, that's good. And mount base. Apparently it's special. Interesting. Well, that's where we're going. We're about to find out. Why can't I select it? There we go. I knew some guys that played in a band that sounded a bit like this. Their biggest gig was to their moms. That cheese raw as hell. Do dogs go to heaven? Heaven, whatever that may be. Oh, maybe. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. They're all good, through and through. Just bad owners. Happy. Hi, Bun. Speaking of. Come on up, come on. She keeps scratching my arm. Sometimes she stops doing that, but not today. I think we're full up. I guess I'll see who it is. What the fuck? Hiya! As you can see, I am what you might call a runaway. Will you help a gal out? I just need to get out on the road. Gotta get out of here and live a little. It's hard to describe the relief she displayed that someone stopped for her. She was stern and said there is a wedding in search of a bride after I asked if she happened to be looking for a wedding. The bride, age 31, level 1, unemployed. Adventure, if you get a perfect with this, become happy. If you black out, the bride will leave. I mean, we're full up. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do we kick somebody out? Or do we just mosey on? Hi, Mr. D. You can't both get up here at once. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't have that much lap. Even though you guys are little. It's almost time. It's almost time, buddy. I mean, it's an okay ability, I guess. Hey, Mr. Man. No yelling. We can't see what her future abilities will be. And they all come with potential negatives. I think we just mosey with our crew. That's, unfortunately, I think that's what I'm going to do. Hey, what happened to her dress? Did you see that? Shit, I love this band. Deer. Damn. Oh shit. Oh shit. Rally wheels and flashlight doing the work. Doing the gosh dang work. And I can take out 3 with just some cigarettes. Look at that. I'm almost down to my last use, you know, to get an attack. Where did you come from? What are you doing there? I'll use this. Save the cigarettes for the moment. And Oh, I have my happy turn. I think things are finally turning around for us, folks. Do I use up my duct tape? I don't think I have any backup duct tape. I have 6 uses of my multi-spray. I guess I'll do a star again. I gotta tell you, when Bun is sitting in my lap while I'm doing this, she just gazes up at my face. Doesn't settle down, doesn't get comfortable. And I have a notoriously uncomfortable lap. He just gazes. Okay, well, we don't have any money to repair with. We don't have any money to get gas with. So basically all we're doing here is check. New journey, the mountain. Greetings, nature lovers. Is it the calling of freedom? The fresh, chilled air high above the clouds? Or simply a moment of peace? With the great mountains and boundless lands of vast forests that call you to an unforgettable hike. Whatever the reason may be, we have what you were looking for. Stay with us at the base camp accommodation. Get yourself ready for an adventure like no other. Optional, get a jerry can. Optional, get a toolbox. Not optional, scale the mountain. I wish it gave you a little bit more information so you could be informed about whether you're going to accept or not. Because what if the date for completion on this is off in the future? Right? Then it's fine to take it on. If it's tomorrow, we can't do it. I don't know. That's the whole point. Scale the mountain. I don't know. Really. Pretty big, I think. It might be actually huge. Well, and I also, by the way, can't not accept this. So this was all moot. And there's nowhere to just say nope. I have to accept it. Oh, apparently I can fiddle with the car though in the background. Whoops. I don't know what I just did. I feel like I did something though. That's probably bad. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that. Holy fuck. 36 hours and 30 minutes? Wow. And when? Let's see. Oh. End. All right, folks, it is a very late dinner time for us, so unfortunately I absolutely must stop. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. Sorry I absolutely annihilated a half an hour bending your ear. I'll be back tomorrow night with more driving. So until then, be happy. Good night.